Well, good day, Tubes. How's she going? Not too bad here. We brought up this old outboard motor that we did a video on the other day. It was more like a, holy geez, motorcycle bud. More like a parts video, I guess we call it. But that's her there anyways, little 4-horse. Feels like it's still got pretty good compression. A bit stiff though. Oh, she's been sitting on the ground in there in the garage for quite a while, and I don't really know a whole lot about it. It's in the 80s era, maybe mid 80s, 84ish. And how many hours on it? Who knows? No idea. Yeah, no idea. No idea how many hours, because it could be thousands, it could be 10. I don't know. Probably did a lot more sitting than running, but who knows? I have had it going before, like I say, like 20 odd years ago, and it doesn't really push your boat pretty good. It's only four horsepower, like 4, not even 5, so it's pretty small. Little single cylinder, liquid cooled, of course. From what I remember, it didn't really spit out water too much, and it did quit on me a few times. It could have been like an overheat thing. I do believe they will kill spark when it gets too hot. So we'll see. As of now, I don't know if it has any spark. It's kind of a silly design because the recoil is all built into the housing here, and you can't give it a spark test without having the top off. But anyways, I don't really know what's under here. I want to do a compression test. It feels pretty good, but that doesn't really mean much. So it's a whole aluminum probably cover under there, but there's your recoil and everything's all in there, right? So that kind of sucks. Let's just make sure we're... Wait a minute. Gonna go... Which way? Why can't I figure that out? Whoa, geez. So it's gonna go counterclockwise when it's on. So it's actually got to go that way, not this way. Okay. At least I think so. How do you tell? Well, the arrow's at the bottom there. You just look at the recoil there. Well, you don't go on very nice, do you? Okay, so we're just going to pull it a little bit. Yeah, so it's going the right way. Let's just try that again. So we're down here. Yeah, so that's right. Okay. I knew I was right. But anyway. So we could either do it for test and spark with a little recoil rope here that I just brought up from the other garage, which I don't know. This is a funny little story behind this little seat that this thing's mounted to. So this was my father-in-law, so my wife's dad's boat motor. Pardon me. And excuse me. And funny enough, he made this seat too. I don't know why. He said it was a fishing seat. So I don't know, fishing seat, sure. I don't know if this is going to work. We might just crank it over with the drill, maybe. This might not work too well. There's not really anything to grab to. Huh. I think that was an apple from the tree. Oh, geez. It does have some pretty good compression, but I won't be able to see it though, so that's not going to really work. Okay. So I've been doing a little bit of electrical in here too. I got the door. You can see it way up there. I got the door anyways wired in, ran the guy through. Worked pretty good. And up here, show you. So while we're in here. So I got more to come out of the box here yet. And up thing across the board and then through. And up to the thing. Worked actually pretty good. So I was pretty happy with that. Now we don't Need to have the door plugged in down here. It's plugged in up there. Okay. Chicken spark. Let's see here. I really want to get I was going to say, no, not awful. My little clips we printed though, 3D printed these, working pretty good. Those nails for them work pretty good. Oh yeah, I want to get this thing running soon, hopefully. And this thing's another project, I get that going for the 026. Now what size is this going to be? That's a 5/8. Oh, that's pretty darn close. Now I don't know. My looking which way is off on that, but we got to turn it clockwise here, it looks like. Oh, that's not going to work. Huh. I might have to go find a 5/8, 3/8 drive. I don't think these are all 1/2 inch. What do we got here? That's all garbage now. 5/8. What is wrong way? 5/8. Ooh. These are gonna be all 1/2 inch too. I wonder how close 17 is. Nope. Don't like that. 16 is probably too small. Oh, that'll work. I just want to see if we got any spark here, because I don't really know their ignition systems on these. Oh, okay, you go down there. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why that came out either. It was locked in there. Whew. That's maybe gonna make that thing work too much. Jeez. Sounds like it's skipping. It's hammer, we don't want that. Straight drill maybe? The heck? Okay, that's the torque, I guess. That just sounds like it's going to eat it up. That was in first gear too. Oh, there we go. That, oh man, that's everything never shut off fast. That'll test our spark. Now, I have a spark tester, but I think it's in that container that I haven't been in for since I broke my hand, where the 800's sitting. I have not been in this for a wee bit, and I think I left it in the little toolbox. As you can tell, the weeds taken right over. Okay, I think we got her. Hello. Shouldn't be anybody in here. Ooh, still smells like gas though. What the heck? Wow, I've drained all the gas out of everything in here and it still smells like gas. Okay, we gotta somehow pour 800 just as he sits. Kind of ticked me off. I don't know, we had a problem with the front cylinder on this thing. And I should have brought my light with me, because now I can't see anything. Ooh, still in there. See, I knew where that was. And this is still leaking by the looks of things. Isn't that nice? Brand new steering box leaking. Wow. Yeah, this thing's pour 800. Oh well. Probably should just fire sale it. Get rid of it. Here you go. It's cursed me enough that I'm pretty much had enough of them. Pardon my French. it's full of air. Oh boy. Now this might not close nice here. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab a trimmer. I'll do that maybe later. I won't do that right now. We're busy right now. Okay, so spark tester. I don't know whether this thing will have spark. I also want to do a compression test on it. Oh yeah, and the plugs on these things are weird. Okay. Let's see. No spark. No spark. Oh, I did take that nut off actually. Interesting. I shouldn't have, but I think when it stops, it's stopping so fast that the inertia is just bring, taking the nut off here. Let's just try this again here. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Running out of battery already? No. Well, there's a little bit of spark there. But definitely not enough to start it. Yeah, it just unspun that. That's interesting. Maybe I'll put it on. I don't think that did much except makes the thing sound terrible. So we have a little bit of spark, but not really a lot. Okay. At least we know what's sort of there. It might just need cleaned up. Yeah. And I'd like to try a compression test on her now. Yeah, these plugs are weird on these things. I'll show you this plug. It's not like what you'd think. It feels like something bit me there. Don't even know this is the right plug. This is the one that was in it, so. Well, that's the plug. No real electrode. There's like a center electrode and it's supposed to jump from the edge to the center, and I don't really understand why, but I don't know. So we'll do a compression test, and if it's not really great, then we'll pretty much probably stop there because it's not really worth going after. Is that the right size? Yeah, it won't be really worth going after. Because they're like pretty much 0 parts available for this old girl. Whew. But maybe it just needs stuff cleaned up. We'll check down around the sides maybe too, see if anything's been in there. I think it's pretty well mouse free. So I want to see between 90 and 110. Oh crap. Come on, baby. What the heck's going on here? Why are you falling out? You shouldn't be doing that. Okay. What is going on here? Got tons of juice. We're 100 and just over 100, so that's not terrible. Should open the throttle all the way though. Yeah, that comes off so fast. Just that's the drill, I guess. Okay, I don't really want to bugger it up, but oh, okay. Jeez, why does this thing want to let go all the time? Okay. I'm not sure what torque that's supposed to be, but we are like 105. That's not bad. I think we'll say that's good. Now, another thing I'd like to try to do, if I can get it to work, is put my inspection camera down there, just to see what that's going to say to us. And that might take me a minute to get it in the right spot. Where did we put here? I gotta make sure this is at bottom. That's pretty much it there. Another way we can figure that out is if you just put this guy down here. Yeah, that's the bottom right there. Okay. Okay, got stuff all over the place. Inspection camera. So I'm gonna need this. Ooh, playing my game. Sweet. Boring, gotta play games. This is the guy here. It's like a whatchamacallit thing. So we gotta hook. Turn this guy on. Not sure why it turns the light on too. That's kind of annoying. There. Okay, then I got to go into Wi-Fi. And it should, there it is. Instagram. Okay. Now we got to hook this fella up to where it says camera. There, that's your little transmitter guy, I guess. And that's got light, and there's a little switch here. I can turn the light on and off. And then we got to load up Instagram. View photo video. No, that's not what I want. Please connect device. Well, we did. Okay, let's close that. It is hot out here. We're probably not going to be making too many videos the next little while. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I think I might have just screwed that up. Is it, no. No, I don't want to record. I haven't used this a whole lot, so... Oh, no, that takes a picture. Okay, I have screwed that up. Let's just start again. Why is this thing being such a dink? Oop. Please connect your device. I did. Maybe it unconnected. New guy. Oh, it's still connected there. Okay, let's disconnect there. Reconnect again to that one. Yeah. Okay, this is just being silly. It's wet dripping down my back. Holy smokes, it's hot today. Huh. Well, we had it going there. What the heck? That's odd. Doesn't seem to want to connect to the camera now. Okay. Icegram. It's doing something because it's flashing. I think that means it's transmitting the thing. Okay. Well, I'm confused. Give me 1 sec, see if I can get it running here. Man, I think I got it working. That took forever. And we'll turn a bit of light on maybe. There we go. And we'll go in the cylinder here and see if we can see anything. Ooh, maybe not. It's really terrible looking. I don't know whether I'll be able to point. Ooh, wrong way, bud. Pretty short little stroke on this guy. She's pretty oily looking anyway. I don't see any major scoring though, which is good, but again, this isn't the best as a camera either. Okay, well, it looks pretty good, I guess, but we don't have a whole lot of spark, which is not good. Okay, I'll put that away after. Not a lot of spark. Let's grab our light here. We'll just have a little poke around here. I'm just going to grab this seat. Oh, skeeters. Time to go home. Okay, there's some wiring here. Oh, that's maybe not good. There's wires in really bad shape there. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the... These ones are darn near touching. Well, those are like rotted right off. They're going back to, looks like here, so I could probably change them. Gonna have to get that flywheel off though, I think. And I don't know how, because I got a puller that might work on that. I don't really want to damage things though, but we know how to get that off anyways. There is you could put things in there, but go away, Skeeter. I don't have things or the right puller. Pullers. Some pullers up here. I had to take this nice brand new sharp blade down here because it was wicked sharp as I was up here trying to plumb in the first cord. I think if I go for this one over here, we'll just put a little bit of pressure on him maybe here and see. Maybe it'll just pop right off and we'll have a look under there. Maybe there's a magnet that's maybe not very clean. This guy's a fairly good point here, but I should probably have this guy on still. Just on but loose. Like I say, I don't know whether this will work. Like I also said, I don't have the proper puller for this. Or apparently a clean puller. Mosquitoes are biting. I guess I could close the door, but... Okay, I don't know. Again, I'm not a boat guy, that's for sure. I don't know how much pressure to pour onto this. Sorry guys, you're looking the wrong way. I don't know, and I don't have a hammering thing here. A little bit of shock might pop that off, but you might also potentially pop off the magnet in there. I think there's only one magnet in that thing. So it's either inspect it and have fun and break it, don't really like doing that. It's got a fair bit of pressure to her there, bud. Afraid of breaking it too, right? I know, cringed. I'm cringed too. Because like this flywheel is like 350 bucks alone if it was even available. Wow. Doesn't seem good. Doesn't seem good. And you can see like the stator right underneath there. You guys won't be able to see that, but well, that's great for the drill. You go down there too. Don't really want to pour too much more to this. Okay. Oh. Hey, that sounded good. It's either that or it's broken. It's probably broken. I probably broke it. That was on there really friggin' tight. I don't even think we buggered up the threads. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, there's magnets all the way around the inside. I didn't know that. I thought it was just one. Okay, that guy can sit up there. We can't believe we got that off. Oh, there's your electronic crap. Looks all pretty good under there. Now this is the coil, I believe, back here. This would be your magneto stuff here. I mean, it could have a bad coil. It could be this wiring. Where'd my light go? Like I said, we did have this out on the lake and it was running kind of like a piece of crap. And let's see here. How does this work? Get over here, bud. Oh, sorry guys. It still needs light. Oh, see, this thing moves here. I wonder if that does something with the timing. That'd be full throttle there. But if these guys are touching, well, there's your problem. So we have to do a bit of wiring maybe and replace these wires, although this one here, yeah, we should be able to replace this guy here too, if I can get the bolt out all right. And that's the short little black one that's going through here, touching this guy here, and this is touching down on here, so there's probably your problem. Just the wiring's all gone. Crap. This is all not good there. Okay, that's interesting. But I think I'm gonna have to get certain special wire for this, like this is all brittle and stuff too, because this stuff's got to kind of flex. I'm kind of thinking that RC car wire stuff, and we can replace this whole chunk all the way back to here, and then this green one, I guess it's maybe a ground, but it doesn't look terrible bad yet. Okay, yeah, this must be some kind of spark advance thing or something here. Interesting. I'm not really too sure, but there's also a wire going from this guy up into the side here too, but I think it's maybe okay. We'll try to replace those guys first. But I don't have that kind of wire. I've just got like regular wire. This is like real fine strand stuff to flex and move there for that. So I might have to source out some kind of, we used to use wet noodle, I think it was called. I might even still have some, maybe not that much, but it was good for the RC car batteries, and they were constantly moving and stuff. So I might have some. I'll have to check my RC car stuff. Maybe I still got some. We can change. I don't think I'm gonna have enough for this big long one though, but I can probably see if I can source some more somewhere. Yeah, RC or wet noodle or wet noodle something, whatever it was. That might be potentially what's wrong with our spark. Kind of thinking. Other than that, I don't know, it looks all pretty good to me. It's pretty clean. Not like burnt looking. It looks like it's kind of been rubbing here a little bit though, but overall I think it looks pretty good. And this would be your coil back here. Well, see, there's your spark plug, so it discharges. Boom! This must be something to do with, well, there'd be something for timing in here too, which is probably to do with some of this crap too. It sends it through and then it charges and then pachoo, fires it off, you know. Okay, and then fuel system, oh boy. There's a carburetor down here. You can kind of see the choke mechanism there. It might be all right. It might have to come out. You can see a main jet or a jet down there, or maybe a drain. There's a jet there. And other than that, it's a Tillotson, so that's good. Toledo. Made in USA. You guys should be proud of that. There you go. And over on this side, there isn't really much over here. Tested okay. I don't know what's in there. But the water pump is down, apparently buried down in here somewhere. So we'll have to see if we can just get spark out of it first before we go too crazy with it. See how this all changes here? Ooh, wait a minute. There is a set of points down in there. Okay then, now we might have to dig in a little more. There is a set of points. Way down in here, I can see a set of points. Well, that'd be impossible to probably find now. Okay, so that means we'd have to take this magneto off. And I can see a screw there. There's probably several screws. And that actually wouldn't be bad, because then we could get, oops, sorry. We could get maybe that out of the way for fixing the wires. Okay, we'll go get a screwdriver. We'll see if we can screw it up. Sure, we probably will. Oh, there's a creep. Laser creeps. Shoot me with lasers. How rude. So points. Okay, I thought it was an electronic ignition in that. Well, that sucks big time, because I'll probably never find those. Now, I don't know what I gotta take out. Probably this one and that one maybe. And I hope this doesn't screw up timing or anything like that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to mark it, I think. Okay, mark it. I don't think it should go on the same spot. Mark it and take pictures. Always take pictures. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, not very tight. You know what else we need? I'm gonna get it now. If I still have one, it might not actually be here, pardon my French. No, I don't have one here. Why do we use this? Just a little cuppy thing. Cuppy thing. Maybe we'll get her running yet. I highly doubt it, but it's the tinkering that's the fun part, right? Tinkering. Imagine doing this out in the lake when you're... Oh shoot, drop the screw. Okay, we're still solid there, so we probably got these ones here. Oh, those ones are a little bit tighter. I'm gonna get crap on my hands again. How about you go down there? Oh my gosh. Nothing's working for me tonight. Not much of a workbench either, but anyways, it works, sort of. Try not to strip them. These ones I kind of feel are going to be longer. Yes, much. Look at my hands like all sweating. It's freaking hot out here. Need some air conditioning on. Wouldn't that be nice? Still tight. Must be these ones too. Ooh, someone's had this one off because it's all kind of twisted. Kind of a weird spot there too, because it's kind of underneath the wires a little bit that are all kind of gooped in there. Maybe this guy's no good. This looks kind of different here, like it's been changed or repaired. Oh, is that the same length? Yes, thank goodness. Okay, I think just this guy maybe. I don't know what this inner ring is. It's another short guy, and the other one's, oh, another long guy. Okay, so we only have the two short guys. Ah, there we go. Okay, whatever that was, it just fell out. I think it's just some kind of cover thing. Yes, we have points. That could be the whole problem right there. Potentially. Boy, oh boy. So somewhere here, there has to be a condenser. Okay, that kind of keys in. That's good to know. Yeah, these wires here are in pretty rough shape. Like I say, they were probably kind of rubbery at one time. So they flex and bend. They've probably got enough resistance in there, they're not letting the spark through. So that's definitely not helping things. Okay. Well, I put this guy in gear. We should be able to turn him over and see those points. Just by pushing the propeller. And they just close there, so. Okay. And I'm not sure how they come out, but there is a holy smokes, fellers. There's a little key there that's going to prevent us from getting that out. Let's see if I can just pop this little key out of here. It's probably a $60 key. It's coming, I think. There she is. Jeez, bud. See what I gotta put with like day and night along here? It's freaking stupid. Okay, so that guy. Ooh. More pictures. And always look back. Alright, tonight, it's getting kind of late now. I don't know how much further to go with this. I gotta source some wire out maybe. And I don't know what wire is actually going up to these points. There's got to be a wire going to this little nut here. Let's go under here and have a look. Oh yeah, so it's that little guy that's coming off the other side here. Okay. So if we this back down, that little wire that's going up inside, it looks like it's maybe even rubbed a bit in there. And that should come off the points down to that guy. Okay, pretty clear as mud that is. Well, let's see. We can pull these points out, what's going to happen there. I'll have to reset the gap. I don't have to figure out, oh, those weren't tight either. Well, there's your problem. That one wasn't tight at all. Probably doesn't even have the right gap. Means it ran at all. Okay, gonna need a pair of pliers again here. Get these guys out. Kind of fun, but I hate points. I hate points with passion. Okay, we're still... I think stuck there. We got to get this somehow off of there. Ooh, that's going to be tight in there. I don't know how to do that. Let's put these away. Yeah, those points weren't even tight. Okay, looking like this whole thing is maybe going to just pop right out. But I'm going to have to... ooh, bet you that changes the timing there. Interesting. I don't think I know enough about these. What did that actually... Okay, so it's just the points themselves here should come out. They might be just stuck down in there. Let's get a little pry here. Yeah, so they're loose in there. Okay, but we just got to get this guy out of here. And boy, oh boy, I don't know if I got a screw thingy small enough for that. And this guy's going to be maybe too big. You need some super micro to get that little nut out of there. Can't hold all this stuff too, though. Whew. I think it'd be towards me would be off. Let me grab I do have smaller little guys. I just might not grip on nice. But if I can get, oh, that's gonna be real prick to get started again. Oh boy, they must have some micro tools for getting in there. What have I got here? What was I looking for? What was it I was looking for? Oh, wrong door, that's why. Try this one there, bud. There's some smaller ones. And I've got some smaller ones here too. But these have no grippers on them, so it might not be so good. Yeah, so this has to have a condenser somewhere. Unless it's built into the coil here, maybe. Holy smokes. Got it. Coming loose anyways. I have no idea how I'm going to get that started again though. If I can even get it out of here. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. It's probably not going to work again. Okay, they're out. Now, get back here. I don't know what shape these are going to be in. They might be all pitted and shitty and stuff. Yeah, they're pretty dirty. I definitely wouldn't be letting any spark through. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're not dead by any means, although they could definitely be cleaned up. Okay, good to know. I'll just put those in there for now. And I think that's probably about as far as I can get tonight. That wire there should probably be changed too. Now, how hard is it going to be to get this thing out of here? It's hooked into the front here, I think. So I might have to take, yeah, so if I can get this apart here, that whole thing I think will lift up, and then I can get these wires changed over. It's pretty bad here too, like look, it's just crumbling. But I'll have to find some wire for that, probably some of that wet noodle stuff. I'll see how much I got left. I know I'm off enough for that. We'll see. But anyways, there we go. I think we figured out what's wrong with the spark. Definitely freshening up some of that stuff, clean up some of these contacts, clean up these points, pardon me. They don't look terrible. I think they could probably go back in. Will that come off there? Oh, it's got a little clip holding it in. Okay, I'll just leave them. I don't know how I'm going to get that bolt back in here, this little one here. Holy crap. But this here potentially might need to come out too, though. When we get all this apart here, we'll pull all this maybe out too with it. I think this will come right out too, yeah. Okay, that's an isolator thing. All right, there we go. Well, we know kind of what's going on. It's got good compression. Had a little bit of spark, so it's sort of kind of working. I don't think there's anything wrong with the coil and magneto. It's just be this wiring, and probably those points are very dirty, so we'll have to get them cleaned up with some papery stuff and get a nice surface back. I'll have to figure out what the gap is on it. I'm not too sure. Ooh, they might tell you here. Not a thing. Not a thing. Well, I can probably look it up. I'm sure there's documentary stuff on it. Anyways, there we go. We're gonna kind of know what's going on. We're gonna head her out. Thanks again for watching. It's gonna get dark. Oh, better take this in with me too. Some spark, eh? Some spark. And I'll take this in too. I guess it doesn't need to be out here. This thing finally worked, but it was a real pain in the rear end. I don't know. I'm not super happy with it. You think you'd connect to the Wi-Fi and then bang bang onto the camera and away you go. Not so much. It's a cheapie off Amazon anyways. It's not that great, but all right. Thanks again. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. I'll see what I can find for wire for that. We'll rewire it, put some new ends here. Yeah, they're just regular wire ends. And rewire it. Should be good. Thanks again. Take care, and you guys have a good one.